Hi, welcome. So wonderful to have you here. I'm Amanda Baker, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker and 500-hour registered yoga teacher. Today, I will facilitate and offer emotional freedom technique or strategy, otherwise known as tapping. Tapping supports you in getting into the present moment and expanding your capacity to tolerate negative thoughts and feelings and sensations, and also shift them to make those changes on the unconscious cellular level. So I invite you to consider the language that you use to talk to yourself. And this becomes embedded in us from the way that others talk to us, what we may hear from society and from culture. And then that ultimately influences our emotions, our energy, and then our decisions and how we show up to them. So consider that language. Notice what thoughts may come to mind, what beliefs you may have on what you do when you get up in the morning, and the energetic tone of them. And notice what comes and what might not come. It might be something, it might be nothing. There's no right or wrong. And then settle into self. Take a breath in. Hold it at the top. Take another inhale. And exhale out. Bring your hands together if you wish in the center of your chest, and we'll engage in what is called an collective Om. This Om works even if you are doing this virtually and not at the same live moment as me. This Om stimulates the vagus nerve that activates your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your relaxation response. So bring an intention to your Om, how you'd like to show up in this quick tapping practice. Perhaps it's to show up with curiosity. Perhaps it's to be more courageous, to open up vulnerably, to feel more peace, energized, aligned. Take a deep breath in and exhale Om. We'll begin the tapping practice. You may follow along with me. I will go through the tapping points throughout the practice. If you've done my other videos, you may already be familiar, or you may even replay this as many times as necessary. So the first point is on the side of your hand. So begin to tap here. We will only use this point for the first round. I will repeat everything twice. And so the second round, you can repeat the statement that I say out loud, or you can repeat it mentally in your mind. Either way works. So even though I may use language that does not fully support how I want to feel, I am okay. Even though my beliefs tend to fall into the language that does not support how I want to be, I accept myself. Even though the way that I speak to myself tends to promote more burnout, more stress, fatigue, heaviness, overwhelm, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself and everybody that I come in contact with. And then come to the eyebrow. I use language that keeps me stuck in a chronic stress response. I use language that keeps me stuck in a chronic stress response. To the side of the eye. I say often, I have to. I speak to myself in have to language underneath the eye. I speak to myself in have to language. I speak to myself in have to language underneath the nose. I have to go to work. I have to go to work to the chin. I have to pay the bills. I have to pay the bills, to the chest. I have to get my kids ready. I have to get my kids ready, underneath the arms. I have to go to school. I have to go to school, to the wrist. I have to wake up. I have to wake up, to the top of the head. I have to the eyebrows. I have to the side of the eye. I have to, underneath the eye. I have to, underneath the nose. I have to, to the chin. I have to the chest. And this is so overwhelming. This is so overwhelming, underneath the arm. All of these have tos, to the wrist, and all of the shoulds, to the top of the head. I speak to myself in should statements. To the eyebrow, and it is ruining me. To the side of the eye. I feel so depleted. Underneath the eye, and frustrated underneath the nose, and stressed to the chin. I should do more to the eye, to the chest. I'm sorry. I should be better underneath the arms. I should do this for my friend. To the wrist. I should show up to that appointment. I should show up to the appointment, to the top of the head. I should write that note. To the eyebrow. I should pay that bill. To the side of the eye. I should get my car fixed. Underneath the eye. I should be happier. Underneath the nose. I should be a better parent. To the chin. I should, to the chest. It's so tense. I feel so tense underneath the arm, and I can tolerate the tense. To the wrist. I bring up all of this tension. To the top of the head, and all of the heaviness, to the eyebrow. I can enhance my capacity for it. To the side of the eye. I'm so charged underneath the eye. I feel it in my shoulders. To the nose. I feel it in my gut. In the chin. It's in my stomach. To the chest. So I slow down. Underneath the arm. I'm more aware. To the wrist. I breathe. To the top of the head. I pause. To the eyebrow. I listen to the side of the eye, to make changes on the cellular level, underneath the eye. I am making changes on the cellular level. Underneath the nose. I already feel different. To the chin. Transformation is happening. To the chest. I'm healing underneath the arms. I'm restoring to the rest. Those wounds won't affect me the same way. To the top of the head. I'm brighter. To the eyebrow. Here's the new language. I get to. Underneath the eye. I get to wake up. Underneath the nose. I get to go to a job I love. I get to go to a job I love. To the chin. I get to be energized. To the chest. I get to work out. Underneath the arm. I get to tap with Amanda. To the wrist. I get to go for a walk. To the top of the head. I get to feel more joy. To the eyebrow. I get to choose. To the side of the eye. I get to decide how I talk to myself. Underneath the eye. I get to use new language. Underneath the nose. I get to speak in new ways. To the chin. I get to feel more gratitude. To the chest. I get that money. that money underneath the arms. I get more abundance. I get more abundance to the wrist. I get more love. I get more love to the top of the head. I get to love. I get to love to the eyebrows. I get to be there for myself. I get to be there for myself to the side of the eye and my family. And my family underneath the eye. I get to be a wonderful friend. I get to be a wonderful friend underneath the nose. I get to show up as a true me. I get to show up as a true me to the chin. I get to feel even more wholesome. I get to feel even more wholesome to the chest. I get to radiate my passion. I get to radiate my passion underneath the arms. I get to the wrist. Use new language. Use new language to the top of the head. I get to experience new things. I get to experience new things to the eyebrow, and it's happening right now. It's happening right now to the side of the eye with this tapping underneath the eye with more trust to the nose and more being to the chin. I feel new. I feel new to the chest and calm underneath the arm and confident in the wrist. The energy of trust and confidence, the energy of trust and confidence to the top of the head, and more light on my dark, and more light on my dark to the eyebrow, and opening to all of it, to the side of the eye, more spaciousness underneath the eye, and curiosity underneath the nose, and creativity to the chin, meaning to the chest in how I talk to myself, underneath the arm, and the relationship I have with myself, to the rest. I breathe this up on top of the head, and I feel this alignment with my true purpose. And I feel this alignment with my true purpose. Mind, body, and heart. Let the tapping go. Notice the connection. Notice the shift. Notice the intensity that showed up in me and in you, the tone of it, and how we started and versus what we shifted in making those changes on the cellular level. You amaze me. Thank you so much for participating. Continue to do the tapping rounds as many times as possible. Just keep going until you notice that shift and then it shows up in your life. Thank you so much. Till I see you next time. Namaste.